Very good morning to you, sir. You must be waking up with a very heavy heart. Condolences to you and the family. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's hard to describe. I don't even think that I fell asleep. It's still very difficult. It's hectic.
We understand that Baba Mbogeni Ngema was attending a funeral before his passing. To your understanding, what happened?
From what I heard is that he was involved in an accident coming from that funeral at Lusikisiki. They say they were involved in a head-on collision, and he was the most injured person in the car. He was traveling with two other people. So by the paramedics came, and by the time they got to hospital, he couldn't make it.
As you try and piece everything together and try and make sense of just what happened, how have you communicated this message to the family, and how is the family reacting to this?
We've been trying to talk with the family overnight, and then we had to leave it for this morning. We're still going to meet this morning and see Uguti Sengalanjani going forward. But it's still very, very heavy on everyone in the family.
As you reflect on his life, I mean, I know it's still very soon to be asked a question like this, but as you think about him and you reflect on the kind of man that he was, the kind of brother that he was to you, and the family, the kind of father he was, what comes to mind?
A warm person, a very loving person, a person who always always the one talking and telling jokes. I mean, everyone in the family know him like that. Everyone that knows him actually know him like that. A very welcoming person. It doesn't matter who it is. A very welcoming person and a very loving person.
And what do you think can be learnt from such a man as you describe a loving and warm spirit?
A lot. It's hard to say some of the things now at this moment, but a lot can be learned from seeing what the man did with his life. The kind of work that he did is exceptional. He leaves a legacy that is not comparable to any.
Yeah, he was very passionate and about discovering and mentoring many South African actors, and also spoke quite a great deal about how young people need to learn from veterans and take that opportunity to learn. When it comes to that aspect, teaching, being passionate about his choreography, playwriting, music, what sort of legacy do you think he leaves behind?
He has taught a lot of people that, came through him at his company, Committed Artists, and all those productions. There's a lot of people that can testify to that. They have learned, whether it's wardrobe, whether it's stage management, whether it's, he had such a talent to see that, okay, even when you come for auditions for acting or singing, he would tell you, no, I think your strength is on in this field. Same in the same industry, but he would tell a person that you are good as a stage manager, you are good as a person that working in the wardrobe, you can do this, you can do that. He was very, very passionate about his work in many ways.
As a brother, what was it like for you growing up alongside him and, you know, sort of being involved by perhaps hearing him talk about his work, hearing him talk about his passion, and just seeing the light in his eyes as he spoke about what he was going to do, what he was going to write, and what he was going to sing about?
Growing up, he was my idol. He still is. Everything that we have. My first professional production is also Sarafina. And so I was so inspired that I also got into the same industry as well.
What would you say you've personally learned from him?
A lot. I cannot describe it in one way. It is just a lot.
And your fondest memories together as you reminisce or perhaps just think about what has happened, trying to make sense of it, trying to hear him, what comes to mind?
I know his best moments would be whenever he has been working in the studio. Even if he gets home and everyone is sleeping, he would wake you up and he'd say, let's go to the car, let's listen to this song. Because he always knew that, you know, his music will inspire you in any other way. He would become like a kid when he's looking at you, listening to his new composition, or maybe looking at you, listening to him, explaining his new idea, or whether it's a musical or a documentary or anything like that.
Thank you so much for talking to us about him. But perhaps before we let you go, if you can just tell us now what you'll be doing as a family as you try and spread the message and gather and try and chart a way forward in terms of arrangements for the funeral. What is the process that you're going to be dealing with as a family from this morning?
At the moment,
okay,
is a statement that will let everyone know about the way forward.
We sort of missed out on the first part of what you were saying. So just please repeat that for us. At the moment, as you try and communicate what has transpired overnight, what is the way forward as a family?
We are still going to meet this morning as a family, and then afterwards we will release a statement of the way forward.
Let me thank you so much for your time. Really condolences to you and the family.